You have found Vagina Whispering, where we talk about everything from vaginas and orgasms to femininity, connection and love, intimacy, pleasure, intuition, menopause, and so much more. This is a safe place to have real conversations and make real connections. We're going to have a great time. We're going to laugh a lot, and we are going to fall in love with ourselves again. A quick note before we begin, the information we present here is educational in nature and is not medical or psychological advice, nor is it a substitute for seeking licensed healthcare services. Okay, let's drop you into the conversation.
You look lovely as ever. I'm so excited for you about your braces. Holy shit.
Noelle.
Such a fucking champ, by the way. Seriously. You have been in so much pain. You have been so self-conscious. You have really hated this the whole time. And even if you've talked about it or felt like you've complained about, who wouldn't? I certainly would have all the time. And I just really admire that you're like, let's do it. Let's get it over with. I don't care how much it hurts me. I'm also dealing with the rest of the hair that I have left. I want to pull it out sometimes, but let's just do it. I love that about you.
I don't think I put that all together. Oh, I'm going to feel shitty about myself anyway. Let's just add another layer of feeling shitty about yourself. I mean,
Yeah.
I look in the mirror and I'm all, wow, I do not like what I see. And yet I shouldn't be thinking that way about myself. I have sores all over the inside of my mouth. Yeah, they haven't really hurt this last time because we're really fine tuning. He took a nail file, a really thin one, put it in between my two front teeth, filed them. You see that little baby space right at the top of your teeth? I'd never noticed it. There's totally a space there. I'm going to file down the sides of your teeth and then get that space to go away. I hadn't even noticed the space. I want them to be perfect, Jen. We're going to put a little whitening in there when we take them off so that you can whiten them and you are going to look amazing. I'm like, thank you. I should probably stop threatening the life of your children. And maybe I'll bring him a bunch of Jolly Ranchers. Or really chewy, caramely stuff that I haven't
There
been
you
able
go.
to eat.
Tootsie Rolls.
Oh, maybe I should bring some Tootsie Rolls for him and be like, I can finally eat these. And a bunch of nuts and salads. I cannot wait to eat salad. Salad gets caught in it and it's so hard to get out. You're like, I told you I had to floss. Flossing takes me 10 minutes to floss my teeth. Probably now 6.
Wow.
Because you have to thread every tooth and then pull it back and then unthread
Oh my
it.
gosh. You don't use the little brush?
The little brush is fine, but it doesn't get, it might push something that way, but if it's caught in the tooth, that little brush doesn't go in between the teeth like floss does. Yeah.
Oh, honey. Wow.
I'm looking forward. No, we're almost done.
Yeah. And are you going to retainers?
Days. Yeah. And I'm not going to have the metal put in.
Oh.
A lot of times they put the metal in.
Yeah.
And I told him, I said, I just don't want you to do that. I said, I promise you I will wear my retainers. And he said, yep, I know you will. I was like, I am never doing this again. So I will be wearing retainers. And I even told Alex, I have no problem wearing my retainers when I'm not on phone calls and recording. Just when I'm walking around the house, I should have my retainers in. Why wouldn't I? And it'll keep me from eating. I'm a little worried about how much I want to eat. Like, I will actually gain some weight and I don't want to do that. I kind of like this weight that I'm at. I feel comfortable. No, I'm going to just keep those suckers in.
I'll be interested to hear what you notice about eating pumpkin seeds again. I live on pumpkin seeds. It's one of the major sources of protein for me. And I didn't know they had zinc. They have a lot of magnesium. I'm naturally deficient in that. That'll be interesting. Maybe ask your body, the zinc from pumpkin seeds, is that balance? I'm seeing the word rebalance. I'm getting a yes to that. Did you eat a lot of them? Not just a tiny little handful? Normally?
No, not a lot, but I like putting them in cottage cheese.
Do you toast yours?
No, but I do love a good toasted.
My sister-in-law would buy pumpkin seeds. They were already toasted, but she would toast them in the pan. My taste buds are super dull. So having something that has a lot of flavor, that smoky-ish flavor, I toast mine and I toast them hard. I try not to burn them, although that happens sometimes, but they're like dark brown. They are delicious. I eat them every day.
So I get them from Costco. They have organic
That's what I
in
get.
the green bag.
Yeah.
Then you toast those because I think those are really crunchy already.
They're crunchy. Or
Awesome.
seriously, it amps up the flavor 10 times more delicious. I didn't really taste them before. They didn't have a standout flavor. Now I totally enjoy them. I eat them every day.
One of my favorite things to do
Mm,
was take Greek yogurt, just a little, and then put any seed or nut. So anything that I had, pecans, pumpkin seeds, pine nuts, anything in a
mm,
pan and toast them. And then I drizzle it with a little honey,
yeah.
cinnamon, and then throw
Oh,
it on the yogurt with a couple fresh berries if I have them. Sometimes I add dried cranberries into the
ooh.
pan so they get warm and a little chewy. And then I throw those
Oh,
on.
wow.
Oh, I forgot how much I love that breakfast.
I never would have thought to do that with craisins
Yeah,
to warm them
craisins.
up.
Oh, they get chewy and a little caramely.
Oh,
I couldn't do any of that. Oh,
I have to try that.
It's so good. Oh my God. I'm gonna gain 10 pounds out of spite.
But
Uh,
you're going to start doing more cardio because you want to sleep better. You'll
yeah,
balance it. Hear
it'll be
ya.
fun.
Yeah. Thank you. This was good. I'm glad we together.
I needed a little chit chat.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
you're going next Thursday to get them off.
Yes, I might need some advice. I am auditioning for a musical. Did I tell you this?
I think you said you were going to audition for another one. Yeah.
Okay. I'm taking singing lessons, and the last two practices with him have been horrible. My
Mhm.
audition is next Thursday, the day I get my braces off, which I'm really excited about because I know I'll feel so much more comfortable and confident. We should talk about this book at some point. The book, A Wisdom of the Council by Sarah Landon. It's a channeled book. My friend said, no, you can pick it up anywhere. So I have it on Audible and I just pick up wherever I'm at and I get the message that I need. It's very much right now about perspective. You choose the perspective that you think about because you manifest everything that you think about. I don't love the audio version, but it's okay. It's enough that I don't listen to it for hours on end. I listen to it for 10 minutes. Okay, cool. Got what I needed.
Yes.
LOE cover. I think
That
we've
name
talked
sounds
about it.
familiar. Yeah. I already purchased it.
So you can just start listening. There's
Hmm.
no, you don't have to go cover to cover. It was very much about you are love and you are loved and you choose. So I am manifesting confidence because I have a good voice. I have a good voice and I'm a soprano. I can sing
Wow.
very high, and very clear. My voice coach, he's Jen, you have a very good voice. You have
Mm.
rhythm and you have pitch. You know when you're a hair off. And I said,
Wow.
I know. And you just are not confident. So
Mm.
I have to start singing in front of people. In a week and a day, I have to start singing. So I'm singing Dolly Parton's Backwoods Barbie. Have you heard that song?
No. Can you sing a little line from it for us?
I've also learned you have to do voice warm up. All that stuff, you have to do it because your
Yeah.
voice isn't made for this. But okay, so this is a song I'm singing. Can you hear it?
You might have the noise removal thing on or
No.
Zoom.
Here, I do. No,
But I can look it up.
I grew up poor and ragged, just a simple country girl. I wanted to be pretty more than anything in the world. Yeah, so there we go. I
Love
don't know. I
it.
don't even know if that was on key because I couldn't hear
It
it, but
sounded pretty. It sounded
it
really
sounded
pretty.
okay.
It did. Yeah.
I have an okay voice. I just have to
Hmm.
be way more confident. And now I want you to sing louder to the back of the room. And I'm like, the first word I sing is I. So when you take a breath, you go to the first vowel that comes out. So if the first, do you sing?
I've taken actually a
So you
couple of
know this.
workshops. Yeah.
Okay.
I would
So
love to
you
take lessons. I forgot how much I love singing. I would love to sing well.
so
Yeah.
do
I
it.
should. I
It's a
forgot. Yeah.
talk about hot flashes. I get nervous flashes. Holding your mouth open and singing. Even having these braces has made me way more aware of my mouth. If you are going to start with the word memory, that's a really
Hmm.
hard one to start with. You would say me is where your mouth should be when you take an inhale. Memory. because you want to
Hmm.
focus on the eh. So memory. So I don't have to think about it then. If my mouth is already
Mm.
right.
Wow.
Yeah, he's blowing my mind with all these things.
Nice.
And now you're not breathing. I'm like, I know I'm not breathing.
I'm
I'm,
excited for you.
there's only six female parts. So the likelihood of me getting a part is very minute. I told Todd after two bad practices, I was like, I don't think I'm going to audition. And he said, don't. If you don't want to audition, then don't. Well, I know, but I'd be so disappointed in myself. And then you should. I'm like, ugh.
You have nothing to lose. More of your
Embarrassed.
time.
I could just
Yeah.
embarrass myself. And these are my friends. These are people that I love them. I don't want to embarrass myself with them. It's a pianist. Any advice that our team
I
has for
know.
me?
What are you saying? You're around people that you love. So what? We embarrass ourselves in front of strangers. If one of your friends auditioned and maybe her voice totally cracks the whole time, you'd still be excited for her that she tried.
I would.
You totally
That is
would.
true. That is true.
When you said, I know them, I was like, maybe there are other moms at school and they're the judgy kind who are like, oh my God, you put makeup on. That's not who you're talking about. People who
They're,
really know you and love you.
yeah, they're
Oh,
theater.
please.
Yeah.
Jen, I have been reaching out and I'm actually going to do it again today. I'm going to force myself to reach out and offer myself for something that in some ways I have no business offering this, but there's a woman that
Uh-huh.
I've been following. She does podcasts and all kinds of stuff. And she just started talking about teaching mediumship. And I'm going to write to her and say, look, I love your style. I love how gentle and empowering you are. If you could use somebody to help, I am so passionate about teaching mediumship. I would love to work with you. It's on my list of things to do today. Got nothing to lose.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
do
I
it.
I sang in front of my husband the other day and I had too much to drink. I was sitting down and we were in a car and it was horrible. And I
Mm.
was like, you can't say anything. I'm like, it was horrible. And it was. And that's why I got in my head. I'm like, oh my God, I have to start
Oh.
singing in front of people. I
But
sing
you
in
were
front of
sitting down.
tea.
You weren't
I
warmed
was,
up. So you weren't
it was
focused.
Mother's Day. I had 3 glasses of wine. And no, I had not warmed up my vocals,
Yeah,
nothing. Even just like stretching. And he's like, you got to stretch this part of your body because that's where you're breathing.
I had no
Stretch.
idea.
Get
Wow.
your shoulders moving. You got to
Wow.
have space for the air to go. He's good.
He's thorough.
And he makes things up for me. He's all, okay, I want you to read this and read it in a really loud voice. And I'm like, zinc supports hair growth, immune function, hormone balance, and skin health during perimenopause. And he's sing. And I'm like, I grew up poor. And he's all, you have got to just get out of your head. He's good.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do too. And he's a total astrologer. He's totally into all of this
Oh,
spiritual stuff.
wow.
Love him.
Aw.
Sorry, I went off on a tangent.
I'm glad you did.
Thanks.
I really want to support you
Thank you.
to go and try out. You've got nothing to lose.
I
And
know.
I think you will feel a little tail between your legs if you don't.
I have told everyone I am doing this because I want to learn how to sing. I would
Mhm.
love to get a part in a musical. I really want to be in a musical. This is a very hard musical. It's called Come From Away. Extremely hard. It's about 9/11 when the American airspace was shut down.
Oh
They had
gosh.
to land all the planes that were flying into the US. They could not come into the US. And there is in Newfoundland, there is an airport in Gander. And the town, I think, is 9,000 people. They have a huge airport because it used to be the stop when transatlantic planes could not
Mm.
get across the Atlantic. They had to stop in Newfoundland and refuel. 38 planes were landed in Gander. Over 7,000 people were up there for 5 days until they opened up the airspace. The play is based on all the true stories of these people. It's positive. It's a really beautiful. One of the women's son was a firefighter in New York and he didn't make it. The first American Airlines female captain was there. Beverly Bass is her name. It's based on a very true story of her
Wow.
experiences. The emotion, they kept them on the planes for over 24 hours because they thought they were all bombs. They had to start looking at a plane as a bomb. So they kept them on there until they knew. So everyone was going crazy, no food. Finally, they pulled out the liquor cabinets and just let everyone drink. It's a really good play. It's called Come From
Gosh.
Away.
I think I have seen the title. Just as soon as you started talking about it, I could feel myself wanting to cry. I'm
Uh-huh.
trying to hold it
Hmm.
in. I had no idea what it was about. I
Hmm.
wouldn't have guessed that at all. That
Hmm.
sounds very intense and in its own
Beautiful.
way. I see why you'd want to, and I hear that you want to learn to sing better for yourself, but to participate in something that feels so meaningful.
And that's why Todd chose the song Dolly Parton, because the woman that I would, Beverly Bass, she's from Texas. So she has a little bit of
Mm,
that drawl. I grew up poor and regular. There's a little bit
mm,
of that drawl there. It's a really beautiful story and it's a comedy. It's really funny. It's more of
yeah.
the relationships that were built as a result of being
Mm,
stranded for 5 days and relationships
wow.
that crumbled. There's a couple that broke up, and there's a
Wow.
couple that got married afterwards. They'd never met each
Mm.
other, but they built this beautiful bond. I'm getting shivers all over. It's a gorgeous story. I would just love to be a part of it.
Sounds like it.
Mm.
You should do
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. I'm going to. I'm just going to ask my spirit team. I'm going to meditate before I go in. I'm going to be like, I need you to surround me and help me.
Funny you should say that. When you were talking about going into, yeah, I saw a circle around you and
Mm.
5 people in particular that
Mm.
you were maybe thinking of and singing towards as you were trying out.
Oh,
And your daddy's right in the middle there. Imagine they all have their arms around each other. Your granny's in there. They're saying you'd be loved from everywhere.
I'm going to need them. I'm going to need them.
And your dad's, you got it all. All of everybody else will be with you, will
I,
be there.
I'm going to need them because it's hard for me. I get sick thinking about going in an audition. Stomach
Mm.
gets really, it's the first time that I'm doing it.
It also feels to me, Jen, like you doing this, like all the getting over yourself you're going to have to do to be a part of this kind of thing, just
Mhm.
feels like so much spiritual growth for you that
Mm.
it's important. It's not just getting over stage fright or the singing
Mhm.
insecurity thing. It feels like
Mhm.
who you have the potential to become from it. We are changed by all of our
Mhm.
experiences. It feels like there's going to be a profound effect in your confidence, in your self-esteem. They're saying stage presence, there's more like reverberations from that than
Mm.
like actually being on stage in a play. I'm seeing the word stage presence.
I need to do this.
Your dad's let bygones be bygones. If you have a thing because you had a bad experience, like this is different. You're in a different place in your life. And you're at that cusp or precipice of really embracing this stage of it's not motherhood, it's womanhood past just motherhood. And to connect with that woman who you're talking about as the pilot, there's an essence of her that you'd be bringing in that's part of the divine feminine in the way of initiating things, like initiation of firsts that
Mm.
feels big and profound for you, for the family. Now he's showing me even for Teal. The energy you exude in doing that positively, gently impacts everybody. Not that you're not doing that now, but it helps
I've
you
been
even more.
I've been very dulled this last year and everything.
Um,
And I've been trying to just embrace it. If I want to play games on my phone, I'm going to play games on my phone. I'm not going to beat myself up. I'm going to do
yeah.
what needs to be done to keep me sane right now. If that means not coming in and doing things, then I'm not going to come to the office. Or, hey, I am going to do something. I'm going to go and sit and do something in the office because that makes me feel good. That gets back to Abraham Hicks of do what makes you feel good. Todd has been saying, does singing make you happy? I'm like, yeah, it does, but I'm so caught up in does it sound okay that I'm not finding any joy? And
Mm,
he's and it's coming through. It's coming through that you're not having joy with this. And I am. I'm still thinking of technique, which is okay. But that's a very profound thing that you're getting to is this is a tipping point, I think.
yeah.
Boop, there she is.
And she's coming back like with a vengeance.
All right. I better start singing for people.
Oh, and your dad's, come on, sweetheart.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Thanks for giving me that.
I'm glad you brought it up to even pay attention to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna need them.
Yeah. And right now, your dad's energy, what I'm getting about him is he's just like a warm embrace. There's no pressure. Maybe there was performance pressure before, but when he's saying, come on, sweetheart, it's not, go get him, Jen. You got to win this. It's like, come on, sweetheart. You can do anything you put your mind to. That's how it feels. Very different. It's cheering on the self-empowerment, not the competition of you should win. That feels really important. It's very
Because
different, he
he's
says.
very competitive down on earth.
Oh, okay.
Very.
This isn't that.
So that's
It's
cool.
really not that. It's what it takes to get over yourself. That's the part he's congratulating you on. Everybody else is too. But he's the tallest of all the people there.
Probably. He's
So
got,
I can't help but see his head. And then he's got his arms around people, but it's these older women. So they're all shorter than him, but they're there. There's 5 of them on the side of him who died when they were like older.
I think it's both of my grandmothers and my great grandmother. I wonder who the fourth woman is.
Great aunt, sister of one of your grandmothers.
Oh, I bet it's Aunt Hank. She would be Beverly Bass, really Bass. That's a yeah.
Big,
Oh my gosh, it's Aunt
and
Hank. I've
she's
never
doing it
met
again.
her.
She's doing it again.
That's so her. She lived in
And
Wyoming
here
on
she
her
goes.
own. She lived in Wyoming, had a gun on her own. Like she was a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's
Oh,
also showing like one of those police batons.
that's hilarious.
Like she was armed and ready.
Yeah, she was a badass.
She was willing to take on the world. Mostly it was myself that she
Ah,
had to take on. Like getting over her own fear and insecurity and self-esteem issues, that kind of thing. And that's
yeah.
where she's giving you applause, she's saying. Because you're doing the same thing. This is your version.
Whew, my
And
stomach
that's
is
coming into
flip-flopping.
womanhood in this stage of life. That.
Wow.
I feel like she has a lot more to say, but she's like, she knows we need to,
Wrap up.
but she sounds like she's coming across as somebody who has a lot of philosophical things to share at another point.
I've
So
never tapped into her, and I should.
you're missing out.
I know. I know. I think we're very similar, actually. She's my mom's favorite. My mom loved Aunt Hank.
She's saying you can always see why. Because she represented something that nobody
Yeah.
else in the family really did.
Mhm.
She's saying that a little bit boastfully, but also with the confidence of like she knows why she
Yeah.
was different.
Definitely rumor that she was a lesbian. And so I think my
She
mom,
just said, and not a lesbian.
not,
Just,
yeah,
but not a
not,
lesbian.
that's weird that you just, thanks for clearing that up. Because I
But I,
was thinking it and I didn't want to say it because I was going to see if you saw it. It
she
wasn't a
just said that
test.
to
It was
me.
just more of, I wonder if she'll mention.
She gave me the impression that a lot of times people might look at somebody like that, oh, she was a lesbian
Yeah.
because she was tough, a bit more masculine acting. That was
Yeah.
the impression, the feeling that she gave me. But it's right before you said it, I just
Oh,
saw not a lesbian.
I totally believe you.
I was taking it in as she's saying it, the feeling of it. Like a don't label it like it's some unfeminine about that at all. This is what
It's who
she's
she
saying is more like
was.
divine feminine empowerment. So it feels to me like we're supposed to have her back as a guest.
Mm.
I'm writing this down too.
Oh, I just got shivers. I would love that because I would love to try to connect with her.
Let me just write this down for her. Divine feminine empowerment. Ouch. And she's making my butt hurt on the right hand side, like where you feel your sciatica, the middle of your butt cheek, a little bit
Yeah,
down your leg.
I
I'm
know
feeling
exactly where that
that
is.
area right now. I don't know if that's something she had.
I wonder
And
if,
this is Aunt Hank.
yeah,
I think you've mentioned her name before.
I'd be shocked if I had, but I think it's great that she's part of that team. The song that I'm singing, it's Backwoods Barbie, and it's all about being
Mm.
judged for your outside appearance.
She's saying it suits you.
What suits
For this
Aunt
first
Hank.
time in this chapter
Yeah.
of your life, she relates to it. Am I
Hmm.
getting that right? Yeah. She relates to it very well. Ouch. Ooh, the butt thing is hurting more now. Hold on, let me ask. Is this mine? Is this Anne Hanks? Okay, sister, can you pull it away? Because
Yeah.
it's a
Can
little
you take
intense.
that back?
It's okay. It's not terrible, but yeah, it's a little intense. Maybe that's her calling card.
I just wrote sciatica meaning in spirituality just to see. Sciatica may symbolize emotional blockages or unresolved issues in life. It can represent the need for grounding and stability in one's spiritual journey. The pain may reflect a disconnection from one's true self or purpose. Healing sciatica spiritually involves self reflection and addressing underlying fears.
Mm.
Practicing mindfulness and meditation can help release tension and promote healing. Seeking balance in physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects is essential. I wonder what Louise Hay says about it. Here we go. This is sciatica being hypocritical, fear of money and of the future. I move into my greater good. My good is everywhere, and I am secure and safe. I don't think Aunt Frank was hypocritical. I think she was the opposite of that. I think she was everything true to who she was. And maybe that was not in congruence with how everyone thought she should be as a female.
She's reminding you that she grew into that being that you met.
I
Oh,
never met her. I've only
oh,
heard about Aunt Hank.
oh, okay. Maybe you met in image, like how other people perceived her. That
Yeah.
version of her that you're aware of, that you know of, that's who she grew into being.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Conscious choices. It feels like a congratulations for getting to this stage that you're willing to do this. You're like on the cusp of diving into more self-esteem and stuff like that. That's the accomplishment, not the getting the part in the play or musical. They're very clear on that for you, just so you know, so you won't feel like you disappointed them if you don't get it. Who you've become that you'd even try this on, that's the big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, my dear. All right, Thursday, next Thursday.
Yes.
All right. I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us. To access the interview on video, visit our Vagina Whispering channel on YouTube. If you have a topic you'd like to learn about, or if you have a specialist you'd like us to interview, please email us at vaginawhispering@gmail.com. And on a final note, while Noelle Dean is a licensed marriage and family therapist in the state of California, she does not provide any psychotherapy or other licensed healthcare services as the host. Any action you take based on the information contained herein is strictly at your own risk. Please refer to the podcast disclaimer in the show notes for further information.